tributaries. First, facial vein, extracranial tributary of the internal jugular. Facial vein collects venous blood from soft tissues of the forehead, from external nose, from medial angle of the... What facial artery vascularizes? Facial vein from all these structures collect venous blood. If you remember arteries, not steady veins, only vein. Because next vein, same arteries. Facial artery vascularizes. Facial vein only collects venous blood from all these structures. That is why facial vein collects venous blood from forehead, from medial angle of the eye, from external nose, from upper lip, from lower lip, also from soft palatal, from muscles of suprahyoid group, from submandibular gland, from sublingual gland. That is why if questioned, pathway of venous blood, for example, from external nose, you answer. From external nose, venous blood flows to facial vein, from facial vein to internal jugular, because facial vein is the tributary of the internal jugular vein. From submandibular and sublingual salivary glands, venous blood flows to facial vein to internal jugular, because tributaries. Next, from upper lip, same. From lower lip, same. From soft palate, same. You understand? Next, tributary, you understand, first in extracranial facial vein, second extracranial superficial temporal vein, very good you can see. It also drains to internal jugular vein. Superficial temporal vein collects venous blood, same superficial temporal artery. That is why, from soft tissues, forehead, from parietal region, from external ear, from parotid gland, from temporomandibular joint, from muscles of mastication, from muscles of facial expression also. What superficial temporal artery vascularizes? Superficial temporal vein from all these structures collect venous blood. Yes? Yeah. Yes. Next, second tributary, superficial temporal vein. Next, retromandibular vein, please. Retromandibular vein collects venous blood also from external ear, from parotid gland, from temporomandibular joint, from tympanic cavity, because stylomastoid vein drains to retromandibular vein, from muscles and soft tissues and from soft tissues of the head. Retromandibular vein also drains to internal jugular vein. Next, from tongue, lingual vein, here you not see. Lingual vein, also extracranial tributary. Laryngeal veins, also extracranial. Pharyngeal, also superior thyroid and middle thyroid veins. You understand? Extracranial tributaries of the internal jugular vein. Facial vein, superficial temporal vein, retromandibular vein, lingual vein from tongue, laryngeal veins from larynx, pharyngeal veins from soft palate and pharynx, superior and middle only thyroid veins from thyroid gland collect venous blood. That is why, if question, for example, veins of the tongue, you answer. Lingual vein collects venous blood from tongue. Next, venous blood flows to internal jugular vein, because lingual vein drains to internal jugular, is the tributary of the extracranial tributary of the internal jugular vein. Yes, that's all. Next, you understand extracranial tributaries, and please remember, on the face, between medial and lateral pterygoid muscles, during operations, please remember, on the face, between lateral and medial pterygoid muscles of mastication, you can see venous plexus, very important plexus, please, very good, you can see pterygoid venous plexus. between medial and lateral pterygoid muscles of mastication, venous plexus. Please, very good, you can see. Name of this plexus, pterygoid venous plexus. Why important? Because it collects venous blood from nasal cavity, from teeth of the upper jaw and gum, from teeth and gum of the lower jaw, from soft palate, also from all muscles of mastication and facial expression, from duramater of the middle cranial fossa, because middle meningeal vein also, here you can see middle meningeal vein, it drains to pterygoid venous plexus, and from structures of the orbit, inferior ophthalmic vein also drains to pterygoid venous plexus. That is why, if question, pathway of venous blood from nasal cavity, you answer to pterygoid venous plexus, next to maxillary vein, to internal, to retromandibular, to internal jugular vein. If from teeth, pterygoid plexus, maxillary vein, retromandibular, internal jugular. Next, from soft palate, pterygoid plexus, maxillary vein, retromandibular, internal, and so on. From pterygoid venous plexus, maxillary vein collects venous blood. Is the tributary of retromandibular. From retromandibular to internal jugular vein. During operations on face, please remember about this venous pterygoid plexus, located between pterygoid muscles of mastication. Next question, tributaries of the tributaries. This is very good also here. You can see nature of preparation. Here, internal jugular vein, brachiocephalic veins, left brachiocephalic vein, right. Next, roots of these veins, internal jugular vein, subclavian. In angle between these two veins, you can see drain external jugular vein and anterior jugular vein after formation jugular arch. Very good, you can see jugular arch. Very good, you can see facial vein, retromandibular vein and superficial temporal. Very good, you can see lingual vein, also drains to internal jugular vein. These all veins, main veins of the neck. You can see main veins of the neck. Vitally important veins. Next question. Next question. Also very good. Please. Internal jugular vein, and you can see here facial vein, here retromandibular vein, superficial temporal vein, extracranial tributaries, lingual vein, superior thyroid vein, middle superior thyroid vein, middle thyroid vein. You can see, please, very good picture here. You can see all extracranial tributaries. Only not see laryngeal veins. They thin. That is right here. You not see laryngeal veins. Next question. External jugular vein. It also has roots and tributaries. Roots of the external jugular vein, roots, occipital vein and posterior auricular vein. These two veins are roots of the external jugular vein. Tributary, sternocleidomastoid vein from sternocleidomastoid artery. Please remember, roots and tributaries of the external jugular vein correspond with posterior branches of the external carotid artery. What posterior branches? Occipital artery, posterior auricular artery, sternocleidomastoid. That is why external jugular vein has two roots, occipital vein and posterior auricular vein. There are roots. What tributary? Sternocleidomastoid vein from muscle, same name. Next, please. Brachiocephalic vein also has tributaries, two groups, large tributaries and small tributaries. What large tributaries of the brachiocephalic vein? What large? Please remember, inferior thyroid vein. That is why you can see difference in pathway of venous blood from thyroid gland. What? You answer. Thyroid gland, pathway of venous blood. First, to superior and middle thyroid veins, to internal jugular vein, to brachiocephalic, to superior vena cava. Second pathway, to inferior thyroid vein and to thyroid imatate vein, to brachiocephalic. Yes, you understand? Two pathways from thyroid gland. First, to internal jugular vein. Second pathway, to brachiocephalic vein. And please remember, thyroid ima vein and inferior thyroid veins also locate in location in intraponeurotic suprasternal space. Yes, also in intraponeurotic suprasternal space of these vessels. Next, very important tributary of brachiocephalic vein, very important, vertebral vein. Vertebral vein, same artery, same vertebral artery. You understand, vertebral artery vascularizes spinal cord, myelencephalon, cerebellum, pons, inner ear, and occipital lobes of the brain. Yes? That is why vertebral vein collects venous blood from all these structures. And venous blood, for example, from occipital lobes, from pons, myelencephalon, cerebellum, inner ear, flows to vertebral vein, next to brachiocephalic, next to superior vena cava. Yes? Vertebral vein, vitally important tributary of the brachiocephalic vein, vitally large, vitally tributary. You understand? Large tributaries of the brachiocephalic vein. First, the inferior thyroid vein. Second, thyroid ima vein. Third, inferior laryngeal veins. Inferior laryngeal, you can see. Inferior laryngeal veins, also large tributaries. Vertebral vein, also. Deep cervical vein, also main tributary of brachiocephalic vein, collects venous blood from muscles of the neck. Deep cervical vein. Supreme intercostal vein collects venous blood from muscles of the chest. Also main tributary. And also you can see small veins which drain from organs of the thoracic cavity, from thymic gland, thymic veins, from trachea, tracheal veins, main bronchial veins, from esophagus, esophageal veins, from pericardium, pericardial veins, yes, from internal thoracic vein, yes, internal thoracic vein, also tributary of the brachiocephalic vein. Internal thoracic vein, it goes along the border of the sternum near internal thoracic artery, collects venous blood from all muscles of the chest, from organs of the thoracic cavity, from diaphragm, from skin, in the region of the umbilical region, in the region of the umbilicus. Yes? Also tributary of brachiocephalic vein. Brachiocephalic vein has many tributaries, you understand? It collects venous blood from all organs of the thoracic cavity except heart and lungs only. Except heart and lungs. And also from muscles of the neck, deep cervical vein, from brain and spinal cord vertebral vein, from thyroid gland, inferior thyroid vein and thyroid ima, and from larynx, inferior laryngeal veins. Superior vena cava superior vena cava. Superior vena cava also has tributary, only one. Superior vena cava has only one tributary. Superior vena cava. Azygous vein drains to superior vena cava. Azygous vein. It collects venous blood from all organs and walls of the thoracic cavity. Yes? You understand? Superior vena cava has only one tributary. Azygous vein. That's all. Subclavian vein, please remember, doesn't have tributaries. Not all venous blood flows from organs of the neck or from muscles of the neck to subclavian vein. Not subclavian vein doesn't have tributaries. Doesn't have. Yes? Internal jugular vein has tributaries. External also. Brachiocephalic also. Superior vena cava also. Subclavian vein doesn't have tributaries. Yes, Ahmed? That's all about main veins of the head and neck. Next, write down. Next, write down. All students write down.